My husband wants sex too often. My name is Paul Friedman. I founded the Marriage Foundation. And what would happen if he didn't want sex at all? And you may say I'd be okay with that. And I would say you're missing the point of marriage. Why did you get married? You got married in order to be happier. You got married in order to be happy. And if you think about it, you'll realize that there's only one thing that will really make you happy in a way that matters. And that's love. In our material world, our material lives tend to crowd out the reality of the fact that we are spiritual beings. We're souls. We have a need for love. Most women, when they're not interested in sex with their husband, the reason why is they've transferred this need for love to their children, which is a huge mistake. One of the most amazing aspects of marriage is that it's voluntary. It's the first, probably the only person who you ever give your love to unconditionally without any compulsion whatsoever. When you have children, you are compelled to love them unconditionally. It's biological. Because if you don't, they're going to die. They're going to be left on their own. Your parents, you're compelled. You were dependent on them. Your siblings, you may not even love them unconditionally or close to it. But your husband, you chose. You defined your marriage by saying, I want to learn to love you unconditionally. Oh, but not too much sex. Well, that's not unconditional. The problem is this. The problem isn't that your husband wants too much sex. The problem is that neither of you are being gratified by the experience. And the reason why you're not being gratified by the sexual experience is because you don't understand it. And so instead of utilizing it, you're much higher beings than animals. You don't have sex just to come, just to be embraced and get some exercise. You have intercourse so that your souls can connect. It's a really beautiful bridge that only married couples should experience. You know, in our society, everyone has sex now. And it's crazy. It shouldn't be that way. Because the reason why is because you're playing with fire. What happens is a woman is so tied to her heart that when she offers herself on the altar of intercourse, her heart is supposed to open without any inhibitions, just completely open. But if she's had sex before marriage, she has subconsciously closed off her heart so she doesn't get too engaged during those times because it's not her permanent lover, her husband. It's very deep stuff. But now that you're married, the secret to success here is to learn how to express your love and loyalty through intercourse. And you can't just do that. You have to learn all the other little things about marriage too, and there's a ton of them. You know, it's like getting into a helicopter. Can you imagine trying to get into a helicopter and take off? First of all, you'd probably never get off the ground. Maybe you'd get it started. But if you did get off the ground, you'd probably kill yourself. Marriage, there's a lot of moving parts. You don't have to be a skilled pilot like you do for flying a helicopter, but you got to know what you're doing, and no one learns. We don't even learn about ourselves. We don't learn about our minds. We don't learn that we are essentially souls who have a body, who have a mind. It's all intertwined, and we don't know how to control our minds, and we don't know. We know we have free will, right? You know you have free will. Do you use it? For what? To choose between chocolate and vanilla? Learning about marriage and this aspect of it, so your husband isn't frustrated, so that you're not frustrated, but that you're receiving the benefits that are innate in the institution of marriage, which is happiness, ongoing and growing every single day. It's like you're building this foundation of love in a marriage. That's what you're supposed to do. And the flowers are blooming every day, more and more. You're nurturing it when you know what you're doing. So that's what you have to learn. So I'm not going to listen to your complaint that your husband wants too much sex. He doesn't. He wants what he wants. And you promised to love him unconditionally. So you need to learn what that means. And it's not on your husband, believe it or not, it's on you, because you're the heart, you're the woman. And forget all this women's liberation stuff and fairness stuff. That doesn't matter. What matters is happiness. You got married to be happy. You got married to experience love. I'm not saying you be a doormat or be a submissive wife. I'm not talking about that at all. Zero. I'm talking about learning how to operate your marriage, learning how to connect and relate to your husband so you don't shut him down. You're not critical of him. You're not feeling like he's imposing on your space or anything like that. But you're learning how to love him unconditionally, and you're not going to reach a point then where he goes, okay, I'll just go get it somewhere else. Because we get an awful lot of those emails at the Marriage Foundation. So let's simplify. I'm going to make it really simple. You need to learn how to be married. You never did. They don't teach us anything about this growing up. Nothing. And marriage counselors don't know anything about it. I used to be a divorce mediator. All my customers came from marriage counselors who failed. You could get one of my 2 books, phenomenal, lays everything out, how to communicate, how to control your mind, defines what marriage is, defines the sacred space, the beauty of it. Marriage is just beautiful when you know what you're doing. Helicopters are beautiful flying machines, unless you don't know what you're doing. Then it's a death trap. Sound familiar? All right. I hope you got the message. I'm sure you did. So you could sign up and get more of my videos. You could like this one, share it, however you like to do. Leave a comment if you want. Other than that, blessings to you, blessings to your husband, and blessings to your family. Everything's going to be okay. But go back to the basics. Learn how to be married. It's so worthwhile in terms of your time and energy to learn how to be married, because the benefits are extraordinary. There's nothing like it. It's an amazing thing, marriage. All right. I'll start again if I don't end this video now. God bless you.